This is Rev Says Desu telling iDubbz it's time to stop. Let's see what's up. iDubbbz is a massive loser and a Hassan Piker orbiter, which makes him a giant piece of shit. Damn it.
Hey, what's up guys, Rip here. So I know we've talked a lot over the past couple of days about Ethan Klein and Hassan Piker, mainly the fact that Hassan Piker on a recent stream said something that many people interpreted as a call to action against Ethan's wife, Hila, and that has been backfiring very much for him, while his call to
Excuse me. Every time I see that guy, I want to solo.
action is getting him cooked. My call to action is a very simple and much more peaceful one. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe on this video to help juice it in the algorithm. Now, while this was all happening with Hassan and Ethan in the back,
Boo, boo. It's iCuck and his husband.
we have these two clowns, Ian and Anissa, of course, iDubbbz, and his wife, Anissa. They've been having a rough couple of months, especially after the content cop on Ethan Klein and how much that blew up in his face. But this screenshot right here pretty much sums up everything we're going to cover in this video and really just sums up Ian in a nutshell here, where he talks about how much he loves his succubus wife. If I had a time machine, I would go back in time.
You're so multi-talented, and I actually did hear that from a couple of your friends
yes.
Fox and Sharitaville.
Yeah.
Where you said that you had started your coffee empire and you brought them on board. Where did your love for coffee kind of come from?
And bully my old self for liking this guy's content back in the day, because what happened, dude? It's absolutely the most cataclysmic fall off I think I've ever seen on YouTube. But as you can see, he's been trudging on. You can see at the bottom here the content cop and content deputy kind of looming at the bottom that basically initiated his downfall. And he's been trying some new stuff on his channel, including a new political arc. Yes, he's now a bread tuber, at least cosplaying as one. His most recent video we talked about, which was called "Are You Scared of Immigrants?" is
I assume
a
that.
real brain buster. It's really good stuff. Basically, iDubbbz the American is telling Europeans about Europe and calling them racist and dumb if they have any sort of concerns or even observe the fact that millions of immigrants are flooding into some of the cities in Europe. But
like Rome,
his whole thing about trying to tell you how you should believe things politically or how you should view things really loses a lot of its muster when you see clips like this from a recent stream where he basically says he doesn't even vote.
I guess this could be one of those things that people, these people create an importance in their head. Like, I don't know, like, I've never had that feeling. I haven't voted very much. I think I voted once, and I think it was for Romney. Well, no, it couldn't have been for Romney because I don't think I was 18 by that point. But like this idea that your candidate wins is like, you gotta vote, brother. Yeah, I know. The idea that your
so he's a moron.
candidate wins, like, I think I've always felt that, the idea that it's not super
Yeah, you know, at least if you vote, you have a voice in the discussion. Like, you can be like, hey man, I voted for you. You know, you owe me for getting you into the office. Fucking help me out. Do what you said you were gonna do. You said you were gonna do it, right? Do it. Fucking do it.
representative.
The lights are on, but nobody's home. Listening to this guy is excruciating. It's like literally watching paint dry. So basically what he's saying is, this political pundit that he is, he's saying he might have voted once. This is the guy trying to tell you what your politics should be, and he's not even sure if he's ever voted. Like, are we serious? Also, if he did vote once, either he's lying about who he voted for, or he's trying to cover something up because he doesn't want to give an answer that might get him flagged from his new audience, or he has like...
That is true, Atanashi. But that's why you should still vote. I vote every time I have an opportunity to vote, I vote because at least I'm exercising what limited power as a citizen I have in trying to get the people who most align with my values into power. I've done as much as I can do by voting for whom I want to vote for and telling other people, the good qualities about the person I want to vote for locally. I did what I could.
Brain damage or something. How do you forget who you voted for in a presidential election? It's absolutely insane. But of course, we have this arc in the video here about Anissa. This is, of course, iDubbbz's wife, and her account really is just kind of, well, the only thing she promotes is her OnlyFans, and then her pinned tweet is literally lying. It has a community note on it
Community notes are based.
correcting the misinformation she's sharing, and she still has this as her pinned tweet. Very bizarre stuff. But yesterday, she made this cryptic post saying, big announcement coming later today. Now, before you make your judgments, there was some positive, hopeful expectations here because she's been hinting at having a regular streaming career, and it looked like she was even starting to separate herself from OnlyFans and doing stuff like that. So some people thought this might be a wholesome Chungus type announcement here. Well, of course, it wasn't. She says, in true succubus fashion, I'm announcing my
Very
relaunch.
true.
You can subscribe now. Lots
Ugh.
of photo
She's
sets to come.
she's what you call mid on a good day.
Of course, she's promoting her OnlyFans. She reopened it, and I have to crop this for obvious reasons. And the comment section is absolutely brutal. This person's saying, whenever you're having a bad day, remember some people have their wife on OnlyFans. Sounds like iDubbbz. YouTube money has dried up. This is this is sensitive society, so I guess he's having a goof here. Yes, humiliate him further. Film content with Leafy. Every king needs a queen. Absolutely brutal stuff. And then, of course, you see iDubbbz replying, and he's getting cooked. He said, I love succubi. Sorry to those who have never experienced the love of a succubus. All right, since it's kind of relevant, 1 Peter chapter 5, verse 8. Be sober-minded, be watchful. Your adversary, the devil, prowls around like a roaring lion, seeking someone to devour. iDubbbz has been devoured, ladies and gentlemen. I would read the comments, but it's brutal.
iDubbbz is an absolute giant loser. He should not speak on any issues because he literally has no valid opinion on any issues. He should just shut up and go in a corner and sit in the chair that he's used to, the cuck chair, right, where he sits and watches other men fuck his wife. That's what he should do. He should just shut up and sit in your little cuck chair, you cuck boy.
As you can expect, you know all the jokes they're making. And the fact that he's kind of resorting to irony at this point to try to get ahead of the jokes is just, it's hard to watch, ladies and gentlemen. But hey, you know what? This interaction is a lot less embarrassing than the normal ones.
I just want to ask you if you've always been shitting your pants.
No.
Because since I've known you, you've always had, like, IBS. You've always been shitting yourself.
Yeah, well.
Now, when Anissa made her announcement,
Yeah, bro, your wife. The only thing your wife does other than OnlyFans is humiliate you on stream. Like every time I've seen your wife discussing you or doing anything with you, it's shitting on you, putting you down. You like that? You okay with that? You good with that? I think it's kind of weird, but you do you, bro.
that she had something planned. Some people were making jokes about Creator Clash, which of course was their big boxing event, in Creator
It's dead now. It's all dead.
Clash 3 was of course canceled. But
Hey, Gore, it's the iCuck situation where iDubbbz is trying to branch out to do other things, But he's realizing that his true calling is sitting in the corner in his cook chair and watching other men fuck his wife.
There's a lot of fallout still happening from that. I mean, think about this. There's a lot of people who were training for months and months in preparation for Creator Clash 3. Then it gets canceled, and now they feel like they wasted a bunch of their time.
And money. Because, when you're training for a boxing event, you got to buy steak and protein mix and you probably buy some weights and equipment and shit. Because, you're training to box. You're going to engage in physical combat with another human being. You want to be ready. And these guys, oh shit, hold on. Let me fix that. What the hell? Yeah, sorry, Gore. Nightbot's a little too protective sometimes. Yeah, the only reason she wouldn't leave him is because she probably wouldn't get enough from leaving him. He's too deflated for her to suck anything out of in a divorce.
And one of those people who feels like they waste their time is Nathan.
Oh yeah, not just time but money. Because, to train for a boxing event, you got to invest in certain things. That would be hilarious if he got money.
Also known as Dad. Okay, he recently uploaded a video a few days ago where he openly challenges iDubbz to a boxing match. And you can see the reception. People are behind it. It's got over a 99% like to dislike ratio, something that I don't think iDubbbz.
That's because everyone would love to see iDubbbz get punched in the face. Yeah, I'm included in that crowd. I would love. He has a very punchable face. I would love to see a fist impact his cheek. That would be very, very entertaining.
Ever see again, but he's openly challenging him, and the stakes are there, the platform is there. Basically, all iDubbbz has to do is say yes.
I've personally been putting Creator Clash boxers in touch with Misfits. I've been sending DMs, group DMs, forwarded messages, forwarding emails to Misfits from all the Creator Clash people who want to box, who wasted their time training and didn't get to do it after you put out your stupid video, myself included. So if you'd like me to help you get in contact with Misfits, I would love to help another former Creator Clash boxer get a fight. And the fight I think you should have would be against.
You know what? I would love to see that because every punch would be well deserved. Yeah, you're 100% right. Because if iDubbbz lands a punch on Hassan, I'm going to be like, yes, Hassan got punched in the face. And if Hassan lands a punch on iDubbbz, I'm going to be like, yes, iDubbbz got punched in the face. So whoever wins, we win. Oh, whoops.
Me on Misfits, since I'm already talking to them and you just said on your stream that you would consider boxing on Misfits, who better to box than Dad? Because you and I are the same height and the same weight and we got pretty much the same experience. So I think it would be an amazing fight. Then
Yeah.
you could get a paycheck, you could promote a charity, you could do whatever you want. And I could get retribution for wasting my time training for 8 months straight for absolutely nothing.
That right there might have been the nicest call out I've
Gore, I have bad news for you. I don't think it would even take that long. The moment he saw another man in nothing but trunks and some gloves, I think he would already be pitching a tent that would make Barnum and Bailey jealous. Because we all know Hassan is gay.
ever heard in my life. The nicest way anyone's ever challenged another human being to a fight. But yeah, it sounds like if iDubbbz wants this to happen, it's going to happen. It sounds like Misfits is ready to host this fight, and it would be good for all parties involved. And
you know what, Tanashi? I think you're right. I actually think you're right. I think even at full mast, his shorts wouldn't rise. Yeah, yeah. I have heard Roy shrinks your privates. I bet my buddy Connor's dying at back
Of course,
home.
you always have the charity angle that iDubbbz loves to play up. You'd be able to do that as well. But I'm going to be real, and a lot of people are also thinking this. I don't think this is going to happen. I highly, highly doubt iDubbbz will take up this offer. I don't even know why he said he might be boxing again. Just sounds like, again, another opportunity for people to challenge him, and he's going to have to just sit there in silence and ignore it. And also, in this case in particular, I think there's no way. I think Nathan is triggering for iDubbbz because, his name's also Dad, and iDubbbz fired his last boxing coach because when he yelled at iDubbbz said it reminded him of his own father, and then he fired him. So yeah, I think there's something very triggering just by his existence here. But speaking of which, after this challenge, iDubbbz would block Nathan, but there'd be an interesting comment made by that same coach that iDubbbz fired. I believe his name is Mike. So he left a comment saying, "I would help you train, Nathan. I can't believe Ian said he would fight again, and he's for sure lying. But if Misfits could get him to sign, I would for sure train you." And this is also the trainer that iDubbbz and Anissa stiffed for $5,000. They didn't pay him, and eventually the person who did pay was Ethan Klein. But you can see this is a post still up on Anissa's account, community noted, showing the unpaid bonuses that were never given, at least from iDubbbz and Anissa. And that would be a pretty glorious combination to bring that guy back, get a little vengeance, I guess, right? Gets a chance at redemption, gets to train someone against the people who didn't pay him and mistreated him. But there's one more arc I want to go quickly in this video. So this is AB from the H3 podcast. He's an
You got it, buddy.
He's in an unfortunate position. I guess I'll say that because he gets constant.
Of course he's in an unfortunate position. He's rocking frosted tips in 2025. I mean, dude dropped out of a time warp or some shit. Fuck.
Ridiculed by
What does he think? It's cool to sing, "Hey now, you're an all-star."
Hassan's orbiters. They call him like the worst thing ever because they want to basically use him as a pawn against Ethan. They think that him simply working on the podcast is like supporting genocide, or it makes him a Zionist and all these crazy things. And he seems like a totally normal, like nice dude. So it's kind of bizarre to see the animosity that's directed
That's
towards
cool.
him pretty much
That's
on a
right. That's
daily
enough.
basis,
Thanks for stopping by,
mainly
man.
because
I
of his
appreciate it.
association with the podcast. People are telling him he has to
I'll see you
quit
later in Ember
and all
Stream.
these things. It's a bunch of nonsense and virtue signaling, to be honest with you. But it seems like that is extended to iDubbbz as well. Apparently,
Now that's what I call Music 9001.
AB showed up in his stream or something, and iDubbbz immediately wanted him out.
Also, if AB's in the chat, ban him. If AB Starkiller is in the chat, ban him. Ban
Fuck,
him
I kind of know
and
that song
block
in the
him.
background.
Hold on, let me mog on this guy real quick. So you can see from the clip, he's playing hardcore classic WoW, and he's got
That's just my 3 p.m. alarm, which is just there for no real reason. Just lets me know it's 3 p.m. But Connor, isn't that what you played? Old school hardcore classic WoW? Didn't you play that for a while back in a couple of months ago?
what you call the Virgin level 10.
Damn it! I hit the wrong fucking button.
Hey, what's up, guys? Rip here. So I know we've talked a lot over the past. Is ready to host.
Ban him and block him.
Hold on, let me mog on this guy real quick. So you can see from the clip he's playing hardcore classic WoW, and he's got what you call the Virgin level 10 Orc Hunter named Lousy Shafts, and I'm gonna introduce you to the Chad 59 Priest Rev Says Desu. Only a few bars away from glory, but I've been at this spot for like at least a week, but I won't do it until I stream it, because, you know, make it this far, you got to stream it at least, right? So, you know, let me know if you want me to do that on possibly YouTube, because I normally don't stream on YouTube, but that's something I could do. But anyways, yeah, you saw the clip there. Very openly hostile to AB for, well, reasons, right? And it just goes to show how insecure he is about all of this stuff, and also blocking Nathan in a similar fashion. Just weird stuff from iDubzz. He's pretty much the bad ending at this point, okay? He really is. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. I just don't know how he's going to break the cycle, so to speak. I should play WoW while recording videos more often. This is making the time go fast. But anyways, that's going to do it for this video. As always, feel free to share your thoughts about today's topics in the comments section down below. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.